When it comes to shaping your brows, all you need is just two things: a spoolie and a razor blade. Today I'm going to be showing you how to shave your brows in less than 5 minutes, so you definitely do not want to miss this out. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Matilda. So guys, I'm your favorite makeup skincare YouTuber, and you guys are my favorite people in the world. Today I'm going to show you how to shave your brows without completely removing all your hairs, and make sure that your brows still look really good and well defined. Now let's begin. You have your brows. I know you don't want to let all your brows go, because I have been in that situation before. I used to be so scared of shaving my brows because I felt like if anyone helps me to shave it, or if I shave it myself, I'm just going to remove all the hairs. And as you can see, I have really beautiful brows. So if you have this type of brows, why would you want to ruin it? So if you're in the same predicament as me, this video is definitely for you. So I hope you have your razor blade, because you guys need to follow along to really get the gist of this video. Get yourself a new razor blade. Emphasis on new. I don't care if you were the one that used it before. Just go get a new razor blade. It's quite cheap, so get yourself a new razor blade and get yourself a spoolie. If you have a brush, like a toothbrush that you're not using, you can use that also, as far as it's a brush that you can use to brush your hairs. So now let's do the first step. Brush the hairs up. This will allow you to see exactly what you need to shave, because if you don't do this step, you might end up shaving more than you actually need to shave. And when you now brush out your brows, you find out that your brows look splotchy and it looks horrible, and you don't know what to do next. Next up, you need a clean razor blade, a new razor blade. Don't be scared of this step. Nothing is going to happen to you. You just have to use very light strokes when you're doing it. Hold the razor blade at the tip here. Don't apply too much pressure while doing this. If not, you're going to cut yourself. Now, if you go and cut yourself with a razor blade that you don't know where it's from, you see why you need to use a new razor blade, right? This is how you're going to position your blade. You're going to position your blade horizontally like this. Don't do it like this, horizontally. So we're going to use the blade to just shape the first half of the brows from here to here, horizontally. So now you're going to look at your brows, and you can already see a shape of your natural brows, but the problem is there are some extra hairs at the edge which you want out. So that is what we're going to be removing. You're going to take your razor blade, place it on the hairs. Don't cut yourself, like don't do it as if you're cutting onions or tomatoes. Put it like this and just flick it up. Horizontally flick it up. Horizontally flick it up. Horizontally, okay? Just be taking it small, one by one. You will think nothing is coming out, but something is coming out. As long as you're using a sharp razor blade, like a new razor blade, something is definitely coming out, but you will not know. Just trust the process. Flick, flick. You can already see this one is already coming out to look really good. If you like, just notice it. So now let's go to the second brows. Remember, horizontally. Remember that we started for the first half of the brows. Now we need to focus on the remaining half of the brows. This time, you're not going to hold your razor blade horizontally. Where's the razor blade? Guys, I can't find the razor blade. Oh my god, it almost cut me. If you want to stop here, you can actually stop here, because the brows already look quite good, but I want to take it up a notch because I know that I don't have the most bushy brows. So this video is also targeted at people that have extremely bushy brows. I have brows, but not that bushy. Now remember, I said horizontally for this first half. The next half, you're going to hold it diagonally like this. Instead of like this, can you see? Instead of like this, it's gonna be like this. So you want to also brush up the hairs so you can really see what you need to shave off. Same way, flick it, flick it, flick it. Light strokes. The same for the other brow. Now let me tell you something. While you're doing this, don't use the edge of the razor blade, because that can really hurt you. So you want to use the middle. That's where you're going to get the perfect cut that won't be too sharp or too blunt. Don't use it from the edge. Note that. It's coming together really good. Now let's go on to the bottom of the brows. You just want to brush the brows down. So now for the bottom, instead of using it diagonally or horizontally, we're going to curve the razor blade. See? Let me put it here so you can see. Curve it like this. Going to start from the arc. If you watched my video on how to draw your brows, you should already know about the arc. It's the front, the arc, the edge. If you want more details, go watch my video where I talked about how to draw your brows. I'll link it up here. For the bottom side, we don't need to remove too much from the front. We need to only focus on this arc going down. We're going to remove any excess hairs that is not supposed to be there. How would you know which one is the excess hairs? When there's a lot of hairs and you just see like 1 or 2 or 3 just hanging out, those ones hanging out, those are the excess hairs you should be targeting to remove. You can make this place thin as much as you want depending on you. Notice how I'm not focusing too much on the front. Let's go here. Now you're done with this step, you can now start brushing it up and brushing it down to now be cutting out any extra that you feel is left out. So you can just look at it, gauge it up, raise the brows up, cut out anyone you feel, oh, I missed you. So I'm looking at here, I'm seeing some, yeah. I don't want any arc here, so I'm gonna cut it off. Cut it out. Now, to top it all off, we're going to carve the brows. What I mean by carve is to give it that shape that you see when somebody does their brows. You'll be like, did you do your brows? Yes, that's what we want to do now. So we've cut off the excess hairs. I think I like the way my brows look like. Girl, you ate that. Scrum diddy yum yum. A purple. Let's carve the brows. Carving means you're not removing the hairs. You're just trying to get a specific shape. When guys go to the barber shop and they have all those lines to define their hairs, that is kind of what we're trying to do, but not as extreme as theirs. So I'm going to take my blade again. Note I am not removing hairs. Be careful with this step. I'm going to do for the top, brush out the hairs once again and take the blade and just carve it out. Can you see the difference? The snatchness of it all. I love it. You can still brush up the hairs, you know, adjust it till it suits you. Now that carving that we did is going to keep it in that shape, and when it's growing again, it will just be growing in that shape. So you need to do it a couple of times before your brows adjust to that pattern of growth. So now our brows are looking really good. I'm just going to go draw my brows real quick. You guys already know how to draw your brows because I've taught you guys before, but if you don't know how to, just go check my previous video on how to draw your brows. You're gonna learn how to do it really easily. So now when you draw your brows, it's gonna be so much easier for you. You spend less time drawing your brows and you have less need for concealer. Look at how easy it is for me. Can you see? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you now know how to shave your brows. It is very important that you know how to shave your brows, because if you always like doing your makeup and you struggle with your brows, maybe shaving your brows might even be the best thing that would happen to you as regards drawing your brows, because it will make drawing your brows so easy. It will make it look so clean and look so professional. Guys, can you see my brows? It looks really good and I love it a lot. So don't sleep on this tutorial, guys. Make sure you watch the tutorial again, repeat it until you learn how to do your brows. You're gonna thank me later. So before you thank me, let me tell you that you're welcome. If you'd like to see me outside of YouTube, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, or Mathildaduku. Hey. If you want to learn how to draw your brows, I'm going to leave a video on the screen right here. You can go check out my brow tutorial, and I'm also going to leave my makeup playlist right here so you can learn how to do makeup. As long as I'm here on YouTube, you shouldn't be having issues about makeup. So guys, see you in my next video. Bye.